October 1825. Imagine seeing thick smoke in the sky. 200 years ago, right here in Miramichi, a huge fire broke out. It destroyed the town and changed our community forever. Back then, the Miramichi was a big place with lots of trees, active trails, and friendly neighbors. Families lived in wooden houses near the river. And the children were playing by the water edge, the Miramichi River. Life was simple but full of hope. However, the summer of 1825 was very hot. It barely rained during those months, and the forest became extremely dry. Unfortunately, on October 7, 1825, a perfect condition leads to a massive fire. It jumps from trees to trees that the people never get a chance to run from. The entire town burned down in an hour. It was one of the largest fire forests ever recorded for the North America during those times. About 15,000 square kilometers of the forest were destroyed, around 20% of the New Brunswick forest. Some places in the city of Miramichi like Newcastle and Douglastown almost lost most of their buildings. Despite all the damage, many of the buildings from those times still survive. John Wilson's house, St. Paul's Church, John Jackson Church. There is even a story about John Jackson that he was saving the church by putting a wet blanket on the roof of the church. These buildings are still standing to remind us how hope still survived, even in the worst time. After the flame died down, people came together to help each other. They shared food and shelter to helping each other to grow again. They worked hard to build new homes. By the next spring, the Miramichi was experiencing having new schools, churches, and buildings. The fire was a huge loss. The spirit of community and kindness still existed here in the Miramichi city. They're always ready to lend a hand or sharing their story and helping. The Great Fire of Miramichi 1825 leads to change the landscape and the economy and made us think how to protect our forests better. But it also showed us how strong we are if we come together. Today, 200 years later, we don't only remember the destruction, we celebrate how our community rose from the ashes, stood strong, and continued to grow. To see the power of community that stand together no matter what happens. The story that I give you today isn't just about loss. It's about hope, unity, and the determination of the people who never give up. I'm so glad I'm making these videos because these not only helping me to connect to the right people, but also showcasing the culture of Miramichi, and at the same time I'm learning it by myself and I can understand how lucky I am living in this community. I was always curious about why people here in Miramichi are so nice and welcoming, and I think I found the reason. Thanks for listening, and I hope this video inspires you a little bit. Even you are visiting or you are from Miramichi, the very best.